Hey guys, welcome to the Art Occultist. Today we are doing the introduction to our free tarot course here on the channel. And yeah, I'm very excited about this tarot course. It's been something that I've been working on for quite a while now, and I'm excited to be putting it out there into the world. So what do you need to participate into this course? You will need a tarot deck, a journal, and a pen. That's everything. So let's start. Let's begin. I have my notes. So yeah, we are ready to do this. So first, I want to share with you some thoughts that I have around what is the best way to learn tarot. And in my opinion, the best way to learn the tarot cards and their meanings and how to read them is to sit down with your deck, get a journal, and go through the cards one by one, writing down your own initial interpretations and impressions of the cards. Spend as much time as you need on each individual card. And when you do this, try to pay attention to what jumps at you intuitively. For example, notice the card, notice the composition, notice what colors were used in the particular deck. Notice how they make you feel. Notice what the characters depicted are doing. Write everything that sparks your curiosity, your intuition down in your journal. And do that for every single card of the deck. And this is the best way to start if you're completely new to tarot, but it's also a great exercise for a seasoned readers as well. So if you have never touched tarot cards before, my advice is to start there. Get a deck that you like and sit down with each and every image and write down your initial impressions of each card prior to delving into what other people have to say about tarot meanings, tarot interpretation, etc. Then, once you know how you personally feel about the cards, you can research what other people have to say, including books, YouTube videos, go on different tarot websites. This is basically your research phase, and it's meant to expand your understanding of the cards and to see how other readers interpret those images. In my opinion, the best readers do both. They use their intuition, but are also well informed on the so-called traditional interpretations of the card. And I use air quotes when I say traditional, because what is traditional? There are some meanings that have been used throughout the past, but currently in the 21st century, they have changed, and it's all a big, it's very dynamic. That's what I want to say. So the meanings of the cards change depending on the reader, on the century, on the situation. One day, one card may mean something for a particular theme or question. The next day, for the same question, the card may give you a completely different answer. That's what I want to point out to, that your intuition plays a key role in how you read cards, how you interpret the messages. But it is also very important to have a solid structure, solid knowledge base that you can reach at any point in time, because sometimes I am a professional reader myself. There are days where I feel very tired, I feel exhausted, but I still have to do client readings. And on those days, this solid knowledge of the card interpretations, they are of big help to me on those days. So yeah, that's what I want to say about what is the best way to learn the card meanings. Let's recap. So first, get a deck, sit down with it, go through the cards one by one, writing down whatever your initial interpretations and impressions are. Then after you've done this for the whole 78 cards, then you step into your research phase, and then you go out there and research what other people have to say about tarot. Now, if you want to jump straight to reading the cards, my course is great for this because it gives you the bones of the tarot structure, and you can use the bones to build your own interpretations upon them. Okay, let's move forward. Now I have some questions that I want you to answer prior to us diving into the meat of the course. The first question that I have is, why do you want to learn to read cards? I want you to write your answers in your notebook, journal, what have you. So the first question is, why do you want to read cards? Why do you want to learn this craft, this art? Is it for self-improvement, self-reflection, etc.? Is it because you wish to use the cards as a communication tool to speak with spirits, guides, ancestors, deities, and so on? The second question is, what do you wish to use the cards for once you have a basic understanding of them? Personal readings, you want to read for your family and friends, you simply want to use it as a cool party trick, you want to use the cards as a part of your spiritual path, as a communication between you and non-corporeal beings. You have inspirations to turn this into a side hustle or a full business, meaning you want to become a tarot reader, reading for the public, making a living from this. Think about it for a while before you answer. I just want to say, whatever the reason is, I think it's totally valid, it's cool, but having a reason gives us clarity and perspective, and I think that it's important to know why we are doing certain things in our lives, and learning tarot is no exception. And I think that those two questions are very important, because learning tarot and reading the cards takes time, takes a lot of effort, and you should prepare yourself for a journey. So knowing your why will help you not give up. Excuse me. So the last point I'm going to make before we dive into the meat of this course is that, in my personal opinion, when you first start, it's important to create a structure for yourself or a system, and then expand on it. And in this tarot course, this is a tarot one-on-one. I'm going to do just that. I'm going to give you the bones on which you can build your own meanings and interpretations throughout time. I am going to give you a jumping off point and the basics so that you can start reading the cards immediately. But if you want to be a really proficient tarot reader, you will have to do a lot more work on your own after you have completed this course, and you really need to be patient, because like I said, learning tarot is a journey. It won't happen overnight. And yes, this course will give you a general idea, the bare bones of what the cards mean and the structure of tarot, but you will need a lot more if you want to become a really proficient reader. So now let's talk about the structure of tarot and the three main systems. So here on the table I have three decks. As you may see, I have a Tarot de Marseille deck, I have a Thoth deck, and I have a Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. Historically, the oldest tarot deck is the Tarot de Marseille. The oldest tarot system is the Tarot de Marseille. It looks like this. This is a woodcut type of style of artwork. Tarot cards come from playing cards. And yeah, so this is the first tarot system that's available to you, the Tarot de Marseille. This particular deck is Tarot de Marseille by Piatnik. It's available on Amazon. And yeah, it looks like this. Then we have the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot that came in the 19th century, 20th century, I don't know. The first published Rider-Waite-Smith was in 1909, and it was a Roses and Lilies copy. It looks like this. If you're completely new to tarot, you probably have seen those images in social media, in media in general, in films, TV series, etc. This is the most popular deck of all. And it looks like this, and this is the deck that we are going to be using for this course, the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. This particular deck is the Centennial Smith-Waite Tarot by US Games. It's available on Amazon. But yeah, it's a classic. All of those decks are classics. And then after a few years after the creation of the Rider-Waite-Smith came the Thoth Tarot. This is a tarot deck created by Aleister Crowley and Lady Frida Harris. And it's a very expressive deck. The artwork is beautiful. And it looks like this. This particular copy is by AGM Urania. This is their deluxe version from 2023. And yeah, also available on Amazon. So those are the three main tarot systems. First came Tarot de Marseille. Then we have those two, the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth Tarot. The Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth Tarot came from a initiatory order called the Golden Dawn. All of the three main systems have a very rich traditions and history behind them. So I do encourage you to research a bit on your own about that. And in the conclusion video, in the last video in this course, I'm going to be giving you some book recommendations, so don't worry. So yeah, those are the three main systems of the tarot. Now let's speak about the structure of the tarot. I'm going to take those away for a moment because I'm going to be using another deck to illustrate the structure of the tarot. Here I have another copy of the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. This is the standard plaid back deck by US Games Mass Market, available on Amazon. So the structure of tarot, what you need to know. The tarot deck has 78 cards, and it's separated into categories: the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana have 22 cards, and you can say that those are the big spiritual lessons that the tarot provides. Those are 22 archetypes, and yeah. Then the minor arcana have 56 cards, and they illustrate everyday stuff. The minor arcana are separated into two different categories within the big category of minor arcana. We have the court cards, and we have cards numbered from 0 to 10. Now, the minor arcana have another separation as well. The minor arcana are separated into 4 different suits: Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. More on that later. So, let's recap so far. The tarot cards are 78 as a number. They are separated into 2 categories: major arcana and minor arcana. The minor arcana are separated in court cards and numbered cards. The minor arcana are also separated into 4 suits: Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. Okay, that's clear. The numbered cards speak about everyday mundane stuff. The major arcana speak about big spiritual lessons and archetypes. The court cards are very interesting. They can indicate a person, either you or another person in your life, but they can also speak about energy. So, this is the structure of the tarot. Now I want to take my little notepad and a pen, and I want to draw something out for you. So, here we have Wands, here we have Cups, here we have Swords, Wands. And in the middle, we have Coins or Pentacles. Okay, I want you to draw this in your notebook. And I'll elaborate later on this. So yeah, that's the structure of tarot and the 3 main systems. And I think that with this, our introductory video is completed. And now I am going to move, I'm sorry for the shake. And now I'm going to move to lesson number 1. So I'll see you there.